Wait, wait. I want to just see. Alright, we're starting here. We're starting right here. This is where we're starting, alright? Frostwalls created by you or your allies are now no longer considered enemies for the purpose of projectile collision. Okay, so this intentionally fixes the exploit cause where players stack many frostwalls around a boss and use like, okay, I can understand that. That's good. I like that. I like that. So the frostwall trick is completely removed. No more frostwalling. So rip that. Cast on crit now has a 500 MS cooldown and will now only trigger one spell per frame when you critically strike. It now has a 100% chance to trigger when they strike. I might actually use it now. It now has 20% more spell damage at 1 and tempered up to 39%. You guys have to tell me how bad that is, because I don't know. Alright. Cast on melee kill now has a 250 MS cooldown. Cast on melee kills increase the spell have been replaced with 20% more as well. Okay, so it's the same as this. Melee skills have had their damage increased. The increases start at lower levels, taper upwards. Here are the gem increases at level 20. Fireball, 50% more damage. Ice Spear, 70% more damage. Arctic Breath, 35% more damage. Cleave, 19% more. Sweep, 15% more. Ground Slam got buffed. Ooh. 50% more. Sunder, 9% more. Viper Strike, 11% more. Double Strike, 13% more. Heavy Strike, 5% more. Glacial Hammer, 6%. Dominating Blow, not minion damage, but just 6%. Frostblades got buffed. Lightning Strike got buffed. Ooh, Lightning Strike is... Ooh, Lightning Strike's good, man. I like Lightning Strike. Wild Strike gains 1% increased area of effect per level. Static Strike. Reeve got more damage. Reeve's base area effect has been increased by 21%. Its per stage effect has been reduced. It still has the same AoE. Okay, that's good. Volreeve... Volreeve's area effect has been updated to match the changes to Reeve. Lacerate's 30% less attack speed drawback has been reduced to 25. This is a buff. So that's good. Lacerate got a little buff. Ice Crash's penalty is now 20% less than 25. Its secondary stage damage penalty is 15, down from 20. Its third stage penalty is now 30% less, down from 40. Ooh, that's big. That's big. Static Strike now gains 1% increased AoE per level. I think that's really good. Earthquake's aftershock damage has been reduced from 76, or sorry, why did I say 70? 60% more at level 1, up to 50% more. Its mana cost has been increased from 6 to 10. Its aftershock area effect has been reduced by 12%. With the wide-ranging melee buffs and adjustments to Earthquake, we expect to see a much more balanced use of melee skills. Blade Vortex now has a stack limit of 20. Down from 60, it now deals 63% more damage. At level 20. Oh my god. That's... The number of hits per second caused substantial performance problems. The skill was deemed too strong against bosses. That's a nerf on the bosses. That's a big nerf on bosses. Like, it's still fine from... I don't think it's RIP. It shouldn't be RIP, to be honest. It actually should be fine. It actually should be fine. Wait. No! It should be fine. Fuck, it's actually... No. Inquisitor Blade Vortex got buffed. Because Inquisitor Blade Vortex, it got 63% more damage, which means you can shock and still freeze insane shit. That's really, really, really good, actually. That's fine. As long as your boss damage is okay, right? As long as your boss damage is okay, it's a buff to your build. Because I map with like 6 stacks, max, maybe 10, 15, well 10, 16 if I'm ball hasting. So that should be really good. I think that's fine, man. Magma Orb can now be affected by projectile speed mode. Okay. This charge now does 35% less damage when triggered. Vol Molten Shell not cause an explosion when it prevents any physical damage, rather than when it takes any hit. The trap and mine behavior of Bladefall has been made more consistent with other traps and mines. Oh! Oh! So you remember how I was saying that Bladefall was OP on mines because it didn't interact the way that other skills were? And everybody was like, Pohx, that's not true. Blah, 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 blah. That's not true. This is blah, 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 blah. This is how it's supposed to be. No, bitch, that's not how it's supposed to be. I've been playing traps for fucking 3.5 years, and I know all about mines. Alright? Go fuck yourself. Like, no way. I knew it. It wasn't supposed to do that whatsoever. Like, it wasn't supposed to do that whatsoever. It is a nerf. It lands on your face now. Instead of it, and well, you could call it a nerf or a qual. You could say however you want. But like, because I was like, dude, I'm triggered right now. I am fucking triggered. Because when you cast like Ice Nova, it goes, and everything else it goes. But Bladefall is like, hey, let me just look around that corner, take a left, find your boner, and land on your face. I'm happy, man. I'm happy. This is good. It's true, man, because everybody was just like, blah, 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 blah. It's very important, alright? Let me fucking stroke my dick for like 2 minutes, alright? That's all I'm asking. Okay. I don't really care about PvP, to be honest. Alright, support chest. Melee Splash now only has 35% less damage to other targets down from 50. Okay, that's good. The damage bonus of less duration support gem has been reduced. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, that kind of sucks. Pierce's mana multiplier has been reduced from 110 to 130. Oh, increased. Fuck you, Pierce. Its damage at high levels. Its damage at high levels only has been blah, 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 blah. And the damage reduced from 29 to 19. Fuck. That's big. That's big, man. Because a lot of people use Pierce support gems. Rigwald's Crest, the damage of Spectral has been increased by 50%. Their life has been increased by 66%. Okay. Is that the one that summons the shit? The Spectres? The following changes do not affect existing versions. Blah, blah, blah. Reach of the Void Council. Its added damage has been lowered. I don't remember the exact stats, so you guys gotta tell me exactly what this is. And Voidheart got nerfed. Its chance on melee hit to bleed has been lowered from 100% to 30% to 50%. Its chance to poison on melee hit has been lowered from 100% to 20 to 40. We feel that this ring provided too much of a damage bonus for... that's what I thought. That's exactly what I thought. Am I posting on YouTube? I might just clip it, yeah. Give me 1 second, though. Okay. And we are good. Alright, Ascendancy. Unrelenting now has a 30% chance to gain maximum charges on generating endurance charge rather than 100. Okay, that's still not bad. That's still not bad. Headsman now grants 15% increased AoE when you have killed an enemy recently, down from 20. Impact now grants 10% increased AoE, down from 15. Those are Slayer, right? Shaper of Desolation now grants different confluxes over a 10-second cycle. Chilling conflux for 3 seconds, shocking conflux for 3 seconds, igniting conflux for 3 seconds, and then all three together for 1 second. Each conflux means that any damage caused elements was too powerful. The new version requires more strategy and doesn't need a kill to get started. That's pretty interesting. They just got fucked. They got kind of fucked. Like, it's still decent. Now you have to play around it, though. That's good. It's good because you can't just permanently shock everything now. Monster life has been increased in tier 4 to 12 maps. The life regeneration mod and aura for rare monsters can no longer appear until level 8 to prevent any unkillable monsters early. Bosses that had a reduced effect of curses on them now have a multiplier rather than a reduction. Over time, more and more curse effect has been made available to players, with boss curse effect reduction being additive. The increased curse effect available to players overwhelmed it. Temporal chains and enfeeble arguably still trivialize most bosses. Tier 1 map drops now drop from level 58 and onwards, and Merciless Poison now deals 8% physical and chaos, down from 10. Okay. This nerf brings it slightly more... Okay, so, alright, they said they may still change stuff. Okay. Labyrinth item enchants for Stormcall duration have been weakened, and Merciless... I don't really care about this one thing. They are still legacy. Okay? The extra map drop chance that occurs at the map boss is now on the final map boss you kill rather than the first one. The cost for Varici to guarantee 3 specific colors has been reduced to 120. What was it before? The chance of finding unique strong boxes has been doubled again. Oh, that's awesome, dude. Everybody loves unique boxes. Tormented Spirits can now only touch up to 50 monsters each, the technical issue caused by vacuum farming. 150? That's pretty good, then. Are causing too many problems for us, and we have unfortunately had to disable this playstyle. RIP! Oh, man. Does that fuck him over that bad? Tormented Spirits can no longer possess Vagan, because sometimes he cannot die. Zana League mods. Invasion is 2 Chaos Orbs. Invasion's back, baby, Kappa! Beyond is cheap too, 3 Chaos Orbs. This is pretty good, man, if you want to be risky. But I think Beyond is still going to be better. Anarchy, Torment, adds 3 Exiles. Parandas, adds 3 Parandas chests. Oh boy. Oh boy. And chance for Kadiro. Oh man. It's here, boys! Kadiro's back! Kadiro's back! Domination and Ambush. Due to passive balance changes, every existing character has been granted an optional full passive skill reset. This process will also reset your allocated Ascendancy points. To perform this operation, click the Reset All Passes button on the passive skill screen. Note that you must use this before allocating or refunding. Okay, that's good. So we started here. So let's go up. Immunity debuffs have been reworked to be consistent. In all cases where a player gains immunity debuff, they now also have the debuff removed as opposed to not allowing further application. Cannot be stats do not work as immunity. For example, Fair Use Tricorn prevents you from being shocked, but does not remove shock. Okay, that's good. That actually makes a lot of sense. In most cases, this change will not change how existing game elements work. However, some game elements have been rewarded to clarify how they work. Yes, +1 for retards like myself. Alright. The prophecy system, previously a challenge league, has been added to the core game. You can now find and rescue Navali in the climb. Navali can be invited into your hideout, and she doesn't consume a slot that would be used by a Forsaken Master. Oh, quality of life! Give it to me! Alright, when seeking prophecies from Navali in your hideout, the difficulty used is now the latest difficulty in which your character has ever accessed the Twilight Strand. Don't skip triggers skill selection. We already went over. That was the first one, man. That was the first one, my friend. Shit, where was I? Sorry, these monkfish distracted me. Okay, when... Silver coins now drop less often than before, as prophecy is not the main league mechanic. Good. The ceiling cost for most prophecies has been slightly reduced. The highest level that some prophecies can spawn at has been reduced. The normal difficulty version of the Forgotten Soldier's prophecy has been made easier. I skipped it? No. That was the first thing we talked about. This is literally the first thing we talked about. You guys missed it. we went to here and then we addressed the skill gems. It talks about cast on melee kill, cast on crit, and whatever this is. Cast on stun or something. I didn't talk about it? What the fuck? Alright, let's... Dude, I must be dreaming then. Since we introduced the trigger gems, players have been able to trigger their skills faster and faster. Oh! I read something else. You're right. I don't know what I read. I read something with cast on crit. You're right. My bad. For cast on crit, cast on melee kill, Null's Inclination, Cosprey's Malice, only one skill can be triggered per trigger event. The damage of cast on critical strike and cast on melee kill has been increased, is described as active skill gem balance below. We read something. I don't know what we read. We read something about cast on crit. The spell that is triggered, confirmed I'm triggered, is determined based on the order in which it is socketed and will cast supported spells in sequence, even across multiple attacks. Well, that reminds me of like Warcraft 3 orb effects based on your inventory. These items and skills also have cooldowns which limit how often you can cast a spell. All unique items that trigger skills now and going forward follow the rule that if a skill is triggered, it can only be used by that trigger and cannot be triggered directly casted by triggering the player as well. Previously, only the trigger support gems limited the use of the triggered skills this way, while the skills triggering by unique item properties could be self-cast or triggered. Okay, we're good. We got him, boys. We got him. All right. I don't play cast on crit, so it actually sounds like a noob version of cast on crit. So I kind of want to play cast on crit because it sounds so simple now. I know it was nerfed, but it sounds so simple. The prophecy. Okay, we went over prophecy, so we're right here. We are minor new feature or minor new slash feature. Okay, let's go here. Medium-sized hideouts can now hold 4 Forsaken Masters rather than 3. Large-sized hideouts can now hold 7 Forsaken Masters rather than 4. Well, okay then. Navali and Leo both bypass these limits. The party user interface now shows what area your party members are in if they're not in your current area. Oh my god, when you're trading, even though I'm not really going to be trading much, but when you're trading, right, you can now see which hideout the person's in and be like, yo, dumbass, come to this hideout. I love it, man. I love it. Oh, I'm excited. You know how like you're in like a 6-man party and they always click to go to the first person and you're like, why are you in that dude's hideout, bro? Come to mine. Okay. All right. That's gonna be hilarious calling people out. Added 3D art for Vis Mortis, Widowmaker, Frostbreath, and the alternate art Demigod Stride. The create button is now disabled on the character selection screen if you have no available character slots. This was a situation where you only had to find out after attempting to name a character. They're supposed to put when entering a race at the end. Flash buff icons have been remade in a consistent way. Good. I think having like making buffs stand out more, hopefully, like buffs and debuffs, is definitely something for the quality of life, because when you're like rolling all your flasks and then you're with a guardian support and you look at the screen and you're like, am I shocked? Do I have a bleed on me? I can't tell. Let's see, where are we? We are at... The spirit standing next to Haku now flies upwards when you complete the mission and get your reward. The Intruders in the Blackwatch in Cruel now offers a Bismuth Flask as a reward. Mercy mission in Cruel also now offers a Stibnite and Silver Flasks. All about them Silver Flasks. Mercy mission in Merciless now offers a Basalt. Oh, you can get a Basalt from Merciless? Nice. The Rock Elemental Pet now sometimes rolls when it moves. There it is. Zana has a new voice actor. This way, Exile. Oh, I'm scared, man. I need something new to fap to now. I mean, what? Forsaken Masters that point to their objective now also have an arrow on the ground. Yes! Yes! Because there's times when you have a party and like 3 people click, right? Like 3 people click and you're like, where is she? You now automatically receive the next waypoint when you kill the Vault Overseal, or Vault Oversoul. Significantly improved the alien grass in the belly of the beast. Flicker Strike no longer causes you to drop Haku's spirit. Added some additional dialogue to Maruma. I don't know who that is. Renamed the Labyrinth item Orb of Eternal Essence to Orb of Eternal or Elemental Dispersion to avoid confusion. Cutthroat Leagues now have their own League flag art. Descriptions of damage ranges have been changed from XY to X2Y. so that it's more clear when examining the ranges of mods that an essence can add. Emerging spiders now emerge more quickly. Oh, thank God. That shit's so annoying. Continue to something improve the sound, art, effects of environments. Alright. That's good. Added 22 new unique items, including 9 designed by supporters of Path of Exile. 8 of these new uniques can drop only from the Guardians of the Void, and 4 can only drop from the Shaper himself. Added 4 new divination cards, including the ones designed by our Russian Path of Exile community. Added a new type of strongbox, Diviner strongbox. Did they go over what this one is? They did, right? Didn't they explain this one? Updated Hall of Grandmasters with about a dozen additional Grandmasters and some replacements. Added a channeled skill system. Incinerate, Flame Blast, and Wither are now channeled skills. It's the Divination card one. Vodka Flask? Other technical improvements. The particle effect system has been optimized, especially for CPUs with AVX capabilities. Particle simulation is now up to 4 times faster. If you're using a modern CPU, this can translate to double frame rate in high particle situations such as burning ground. We've added new texture compression, which will improve loading speed and download size. More assets have been added to the preloading system to prevent micro stutters. Reduced memory usage and hence background loading times by a further 300 MB. Engine multithreading. This patch introduces the new multithreading engine features that should significantly improve the game's performance for most users. They were previously an opt in beta test. To disable this feature, change engine multithreading in the graphics option disabled. Alright. Frame rate increases are most significant when there are a lot of entities in the screen. This means situations with large amount of combat should have a much more stable frame rates. Do not expect significant increases in frame rate in non-combat situations. You know, they're saying that it's still not optimized yet. If you are GPU bound, you shouldn't expect significant increases in frame rate. I can't believe it. When you think about it, they made Blade Vortex leveling so much faster too. I really want to play Blade Vortex now, man, but I've played it so many times. Blade Vortex is going to be nuts, I'm telling you guys. It's going to be insane still. It's still going to be super good. The Challenge Leagues are a great opportunity for a fresh start in a new economy. All of your old characters and items are still present in the Standard and Hardcore Leagues. Alright, with 2.4, there are Standard and Hardcore variations of the Essence Challenge Leagues available. They have the same core mechanics and items. In the Essence League, you'll occasionally encounter groups of monsters trapped by mysterious essence. This is like a TLDR. Each type of essence imbues the monster with different powers, which you'll have to face upon freeing the monsters from their prison. If you are strong enough to defeat these foes, you can claim an essence of yourself, or for yourself. These items aren't just a trophy. Their efforts is similar to that of the Orb of Alchemy. Using one on a normal item will upgrade it to a rare, but one with a pre-decided property. Each of the 25 essences types guarantees a different power, some of which have never been possible on items before. The top 2 essences of each type is also acts like a Chaos Orb. While it's time to use your essences to craft items, you can also upgrade your spare essences to their next power level by combining a group of 3 identical ones, so it's like a map. The 25 types of essences have between 3 and 7 tiers. One of the special types of essences is called the Remnant of Corruption. It isn't used on items, but on the trapped monsters in themselves, and you can find this in the video. Ziggy goes over this in his video that he showcases. Its Vol influence can create many possible outcomes, including a special type of essences that can't be created by any other way. Each player, or each additional player in your party adds a chance for an additional random essence to drop when the monster is killed. Oh fuck yeah, that's awesome. Essences ignore master meta mods when crafting items. The new Challenge League includes a set of 40 new challenges when you complete 12. They already went over this. From the 19th challenge onwards, and for every 3rd challenge after that, you receive pieces of the Essence Totem. Okay. What they did with Bladefall Mines is they made it so it lands on yourself now. That's all, man. It doesn't seek out mobs anymore. It acts like any other AoE skill. Okay, the Atlas of Worlds. The Atlas of Worlds lets you track your progression through the Path of Exile's map endgame. You can also use it to upgrade maps and add mods to the Atlas. It indicates which maps are connected to each other. The map drops rules have been changed so that the connected maps you've previously completed can drop from the area you're playing in as you progress towards the center of the Atlas. From the four corners, the tier maps increase. This shit's so... I would recommend, if you guys don't know what the fuck they're talking about, read the actual Atlas stuff, because this won't make any sense. There are 4 tier 16 maps that contain the Guardians of the Void. As you defeat them, you'll earn fragments of a key that allows you to challenge the Shaper himself. As you complete more types of maps, you unlock a cumulative map tier bonus that is displayed on the Atlas. You can upgrade white or yellow maps by 5 tiers using a Shaper's Orb, which can be earned by completing bonus objectives on specific maps. You can add temporary mods to the Atlas itself using Cartographer's Sextants. Confirm Sextants. You can progress upgrades and mods on the Atlas of Worlds. All the Atlas of Worlds are shared between all characters on your accounts in that league. We've added 30 new maps and dozens of new map bosses. There are 13 new base items that can only be found in specific areas of the Atlas. Most existing maps have been revamped to have more balanced monster composition, layouts. Oh yes, layouts too. Boss fights and rewards. You can trade 20 chisels and 5 orbs of regret for an item that allows you to respec the shaping of a map. You can trade 5 chisel sextants of a specific color to a vendor of an item that allows you to respec the completion of a map of that color. And you can find out more detailed information on the Atlas here. Cool. Overall, it's pretty good. Overall, it's pretty good. I don't think it's bad at all. Like, I like it. I like that there are quite a few quality of life changes in there that I was not expecting, so I'm very proud to see that. That's definitely good. I'm still not too sure.
See ya.
I mean, I don't have to change my build, so I guess that's a good thing, right? So that's not too bad. That's definitely a good thing. That is definitely a good thing.